Okay, so today we have a Q&A. I said I was going to do it on the weekend, and that day has come. So, Wednesday, I put up a video, thanking everybody for 3,000 subscribers, and if you wanted to ask a question, I would answer it, later on. So, I will go through these questions or comments, whatever. This is the first time I'm looking at them. I'll answer some questions and, see people's thoughts, I guess. So let's get into it. I think there was over 30 comments, so hopefully this video is not too long. Anyway, it says, the first one I see, you deserve it, dude. Believe me when I tell you that you are the best reaction channel on YouTube. My goodness, I love watching your sincere and thoughtful takes. It's obvious that you're not just doing it for clicks. Tell your therapist that a complete stranger online said that you have a very rare combination of intelligence and heart. I'm sure they'll agree with me. Thanks again. P.S. More Sheena. Well, Sheena is on my bed. She's sleeping, of course. It's 1 a.m. So, I mean, the old girl needs her sleep. She's 12 years old, after all. But yes, definitely more Sheena. Love her a lot. And, I'm glad that other people like her, too. My goodness, best reaction channel on YouTube. I mean, that's a lot of praise. I'm trying to believe it. But, my goodness. Thank you very much. I mean, I have to say, and yes, I really do try to be sincere and thoughtful. To show that I care about what I'm listening to. That's why I delve into the lyrics and such, to show that, yeah, I really do care. I mean, my goodness. Because again, it comes back to, I love so many musicians and bands that when I try to, watch somebody react to them, I want them to be, show that they care or something like that. So I really try to, do that as well. So yeah, I mean, thank you. And again, I'll tell my therapist. I do see her in a couple days, actually, on June 28th. Today's the 26th, as this is being released or whatever, uploaded. It's not an album. Anyway, I feel like, it's being released. Anyway, so yeah, I will tell her that a complete stranger said I have a very good combination of intelligence and heart. Rare combination of intelligence and heart. So yeah, thank you very much. And I'm sure she would agree with you because, she always gives me a boost as well. And I very appreciate it very much. And I appreciate you as well. So my goodness. Next comment. Congratulations, Nick. Your choice of music is fab. My teenage years were spent listening to new wave and post-punk music, and it's great seeing you react to those musicians. I've listened to most of them my life. Some more suggestions: The Cure, The Sisters of Mercy, The Fall, and Killing Joke. Keep doing what you're doing. I have not listened to The Sisters of Mercy, but I've listened to the other bands there. Of course, The Cure. I love Robert Smith's voice. The Fall and Killing Joke. I have to get back to Killing Joke and The Fall, I guess, as well. Because yes, I liked what I've heard from them, and they've been requested as well many times. And no, I have not done the Sisters of Mercy, but I should. And yeah, I love new wave and post punk as well. Of course, two of my favorite bands are the Cars. I'd say the Cars might be in my top 5 bands. And of course, Joy Division as well. I mean, Ian Curtis's voice is nuts. I love Peter. I was going to say Peter Hook on bass, of course. Just his signature sound. So I really understand where you're coming from. So yeah, I love those. Those genres as well. And thank you very much for your comment. And I appreciate it very much. My goodness. Kudos for the achievement. Your thoughtful perspective sets your channel apart. Again, I try to be thoughtful, and yeah, I really do try to show that I care, really. And thank you for, saying kudos for the achievement. I really appreciate it, and I'm glad that you watch. My goodness. I'm glad your channel is doing so well. I like how chill and sincere you are. I'm seeing a pattern here about sincere and such. Again, I really do try to be sincere. I'm happy that gets, through on the... through the video. I feel like I don't want my hand to be in the video the whole time. I'm just scrolling down. But anyway, yeah, I really do try to be sincere, so thank you very much. That's why I watch. Totally likable. Keep being you. Thank you very much. I'm glad that, I'm likable to you. And I'm glad that, again, that me being me is, a good thing. So thank you very much, and I really appreciate it. And yeah, really, again, thanks for, the kind words, everybody. I mean, this is nuts. Next comment, this is a big one, but I guess I'll read most of it, or maybe all of it. Congratulations, I'm pretty sure you only had around 100 subscribers when I first happened upon your channel. I think you got me hooked when you were going through your Smith saga. Yes, I did. That was quite the saga there. And it has been a fun ride since. I've said a few times, I'm jealous of you. I would love to be hearing these bands for the first time. I get that. And I mean, I like to listen to some bands again for the first time. My goodness. I understand that completely. I think a large part of the appeal of reaction channels is that they're like when decades ago, when I was a teen, you would play your latest 7-inch single discovery to your mates and watching their joy at finding a new favorite band. It has helped me love or it has helped my love of your channel that so many of those you cover are bands from my teens. And again, I always get those kind of comments, talking about, my goodness, my nose is itchy, talking about, how bands I react to are, bands that people listen to in their teens and such, and now they're, older. So, I mean, I love that, and I love that, you can come back to, an old song and be like, oh my God, I forgot how good the song was. Anyway, so yeah, thank you for that. Going on, your enthusiasm and joy in the discovery of new to you musical genius always makes me smile. I have been suffering from seriously debilitating depression for several years now, and it takes something special to make me smile on a regular basis. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much for that. I also like that you take suggestions from the comments seriously, eventually. And on that note, I have to inform you that when you get 5,000 subs, if you haven't reacted to the wedding present, I will seriously consider being annoyed. I remember the wedding present. I wrote them in my notes. My goodness. I was going to threaten to unsub, but let's be honest, that's unlikely. Still, you should give them a try. Also, I forgot to add, thanks for reminding me how good Crass were. It must have been 30 years now since I last listened to them featured, but you featuring them has been a very welcomed reminder. And yes, I love Crass. I love their sound. Steve Ignorant's voice especially is something else to behold. But yeah, the wedding present. I will definitely get to the wedding present. I'm going to say this week. I mean, I got other, bands. Again, there's probably lots of suggestions on these comments, but I will definitely get to the wedding present. I remember you requesting them, but yeah, I never got I never got to them. I apologize. My goodness. And again, talking about the friggin' debilitating depression, I wouldn't say that, my depression is seriously debilitating. That sounds much more serious than me. But I do take, antidepressants. I do, see my therapist, like the person said, the first comment I read. And obviously it helps, not, pills, antidepressants, whatever, don't help everybody. But it does for me anyway. So I'm happy for that. But I mean, for me, I guess I have what's called major depressive disorder, and also I do suffer from some hallucinations. I have heard voices, stuff like that, and I do see, weird shapes or something sometimes. It's very odd. But yeah, so you saying, you suffer from that, and I can make you smile. That's just crazy. I'm very humbled. I'm very glad that I can do that, and yeah, just to say, I mean, you keep on keeping on as well. The whole thing, don't, just, I mean, I don't know what, I don't know how to try to say it, but yeah, I hope that you're doing well, and I hope that you do, you take your steps to, not let the depression envelop you or whatever, that kind of thing. So, and yes, again, you're another familiar name, so I'm glad that you come back. And again, the wedding present, I will definitely get to the wedding present. And, obviously music is a big, a big push for, being, not being depressed or whatever, trying to get over a bad mood or kind of thing. Music helps a lot. So, yeah, I mean, again, just nuts that I can make you smile. So, yeah, on a regular basis. So, yeah, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And I really appreciate your, your personal comment. My goodness. And again, I love Crass as well. And yes, I will get to the wedding present, like I said, for the third time or something now. So yeah, thank you very much. My goodness. Next one, this person said, hey, congrats. I feel like I should be thanking you not thanking us. The channel is great. I love the format, the lyrical deep dives. Recently doing a live and studio version reaction. I will think of a question. And then they came up with a question. But I just want to say, yes, I do like to, do live and studio. I even sometimes, yeah, I've done it in the same video, just to see. And again, that's the whole thing about, me being sincere, I guess, trying to show that I care and see, what the difference is between two songs, live and studio, such, stuff like that. Anyway, somebody, and then he or she or they, whatever, they said, without getting too personal, I was wondering what your favorite thing is about your conditions. Especially in relation to the channel, I consider my CPTSD and OCD to be increasingly a benefit to my life while under control. That's very important there. It is maybe more empathetic and hardworking. Maybe you have similar relationship to your conditions. And I mean, yeah, like I just talked about with depression and anxiety and all that kind of a thing, hallucinations even. I think of one person that's been huge for me ever since, middle school when I first listened to them was the Beach Boys, especially Brian Wilson, who has also suffered from hallucinations and depression and anxiety and all that stuff. So yeah, and like he said as well, and like you're saying, empathetic and hard work, and obviously he was very hardworking, and in the 60s until he had to take a break and such. But yeah, I do feel like if you just I guess put hard working on the channel of how I do 4 videos a week, which again, going back to my therapist, she has said that that's a pretty good pace. And so yeah, I really do try to get over, really do try to work, on getting videos out, reactions and, taking requests and reacting to the songs. And I would say as well, yes, I am a very empathetic person. I do like to, care for people. I think I got that from my parents, of course. They're very caring people. And yeah, I love that as well. And I do feel like, depression really does kind of, I don't know, it makes me feel more, I guess. So then, yeah, I really do feel more empathetic, more empathy for people. So yeah. And what else do I want to say? Considering your PTSD and OCD, CPTSD and OCD. So yeah, and I mean, it is kind of a funny question, what's your favorite thing about, depression or anxiety? But it is another thing, talking about, I mean, there are those times, my nose is so itchy, I think there's a dog hair or something, my God. Anyway, but there are those times where maybe even if I don't want to do a video or something, or I'm just, I don't know, I'm feeling anxious, but then you do it, and then once it's done, there is a sense of accomplishment. Or even just going outside, not even just talking about the channel, but just going outside to the mall or going to an event like a hockey game or whatever, a football game or, soccer and, and the, America. But yeah, just stuff like that and being around people. I mean, that's an accomplishment for me, somebody with, a brain that's, not as mentally stable as some others. But yeah, just stuff like that. So yeah, I really understand where you're coming from with that. And you said without getting too personal, I guess I kind of got personal, but that's one thing, I want to, talk about mental health and, mental illness and all this stuff, because some people, think it doesn't exist or whatever. And it's just, I don't know, you see some crazy stuff on, social media, but I mean, if you've never heard voices in your head or whatever, if you've never had, suicidal thoughts or depression, it's just like, I don't know why you're talking, about something you don't know. Anyway, moving on. But yes, thank you for your comment. Real appreciate it. And again, you were a familiar name. Thank you for being around so long. My goodness. Next person. Congratulations, Nick. Well deserved. Great choices. Even slits. I've done the slits. Yes, I should do more of the slits. I haven't done them in a while. Future recommendations: Swell Maps, X-Ray Specs, The Blue Nile, The Specials, Human League, the early stuff. Of course, I know the big song by Human League. And the Julie Ruin Orange Juice. Now that's quite the name. My goodness. I will definitely have to write these bands down. And again, like I said, there's probably going to be suggestions here. And yes, I'm always open to suggestions and always open to new music. I mean, my God. And thank you for the congratulations. My goodness. Thank you very much. And yes, I will have to check out those bands. My God. And the next person, congrats, Nick. What would you say is your absolute favorite musician / band you have discovered since your channel? There's more questions, so I'll just answer this right off the bat. I would have to say, the Smiths. They're my favorite band that I've listened to through this channel, that I found through this channel, completely through this channel. How Soon Is Now is my favorite song by them, and I don't know if it's my favorite song of all time. I'd have to go through. That'd be a hard list to come down to, but How Soon Is Now is definitely one of my favorite songs of all time. And yeah, definitely the Smiths. There's been so many people that I love that I've found through this channel. Other people that come to mind, like Crass, like somebody said earlier, Nick Drake, Elliott Smith, so many. I mean, I feel like I'm leaving people out, but to name so many people, I mean, my God. But yeah, the Smiths is what it really comes down to. What a band. And of course, Tool was like one of the first bands I listened to as well. They were nuts in my early, YouTube years, but the Smiths are what it is. Anyway, it also says, it's also interesting to note how the art in the background has changed from hockey to musicians since you started. Do you think this channel has had an impact on your interests? Well, I will say I moved rooms. I am in my sister's room. This is what her old room was. She moved out. But I do still have stuff in my old room, and there's stuff in this new room. And actually, I am moving soon. And so then the room will be all different. But I did put up, posters from my old room, like Kurt Cobain, a couple Kurt Cobain posters, and then Jim Morrison, The Doors, Pistols, Sex Pistols, and then there's an Oasis thing over there. But yeah, so I just figured, I should put something on the wall. But over here beside me are a bunch of hockey pictures. I mean, if I could, I guess I could just, turn this for a second. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of hockey crap over there. But yeah, just all on the wall. You can't really see anything, but yeah, you can see that there's a bunch of crap. But they're all, autographed pictures. And yeah, I still love hockey. I still love music. But I would have to say, talking about has it had an impact on your interests? Definitely. I mean, if you're just talking about music, of, you know, new musicians I've heard. I've listened to so many different, you know, bands and such that people have requested. It's just like, it doesn't matter the genre or anything like that. Is, you know, if somebody requested it, I'll listen. And I mean, if I like it, I like it. And it doesn't matter, you know, if it's pop or rock or whatever. I mean, my God, there are all the subgenres of that. So yeah, it has changed. You know, my goodness, my nose. But yeah, I have gotten more, you know, I guess musical posters and such, just for the background, at least right now. And yeah, so thank you for your comment and your questions. Really appreciate it. And yeah, the Smiths all the way. I should get like a Smiths poster or something. I don't know. I have to check out Amazon or something. Anyway, next question. Congrats, Nick. Keep going with your honest, thoughtful reactions. More ride, please. Peace, dude. Well, thank you very much. There should be more ride in the future. What I heard from them was great. And again, Andy Bell. I never knew about his band Ride. I only knew his work with Oasis, but obviously he's got a voice himself. And I listened. I'm sorry, my nose is so itchy. My God. I listened to their live version of the song I listened to, which I can't freaking remember the title now. But I listened to a live version, and Andy Bell's voice has not changed at all. I mean, he still sounds like he's 22 or something. It's crazy, but yeah, definitely more ride. And thank you again. Next person, congratulations, Nick. It's well deserved. I like your Joy Division, New Order, Smiths, and Cure reactions. Ever hear of the Replacements? I have heard of the Replacements, but I've not listened to them. But I'll definitely have to check them out. Add them to my list. And yeah, the Replacements, I definitely have heard of the name. And yeah, I'll write them in my notes along with other bands that are here. And especially I'll get to them at some point, like somebody already said. I will get to the wedding present. Congratulations on 3,000 subscribers. You are truly authentic and it's very much appreciated. Love the pic of your cute dog, Sheena. Never mind the negative comments. Thanks for the reactions. More XTC and Björk. I feel weird saying Björk, but I remember somebody in Iceland said it's pronounced like Björk, not Bjork. So anyway, but yeah, definitely more more of XTC and Björk. And yeah, like a XTC, that's another band that I've really loved. I forgot to mention earlier. You know, I've heard a few songs from them, but Complicated Game is, again, one of my favorite songs of all time. Just the intensity, the heaviness, I was amazed. And yeah, so really, you know, Andy Partridge, I've listened to that song so much. I've listened to just the vocals only track on YouTube just to hear Andy's voice, and it's just such an experience. But anyway, yeah, I love XTC, so definitely more of them. Sheena says thank you as well for, you know, her being cute. And yeah, I try not to, you know, pay attention to the negative comments, but and honestly, I don't see too many of them, which is nice. So yeah, thank you very much. You're the best, boy. Anyway, moving on. You're the best, mate. You deserve even more. Oh my goodness. Even more would be crazy, nuts. My goodness. So if I get even more, that'd be nuts. But yeah, thank you very much. You're the best, mate. You're the best as well, mate. My goodness. Congrats on 3,000 subscribers. Well deserved. Keep up the great work. Love your choice of music and your style of reaction, which is relaxed and thoughtful. Like I said, that's what I try to be. Very relaxed. You know, talk to the camera or the phone camera like it's a, you know, a friend or whatever. Don't stop sharing your thoughts on music with us. You're far from insignificant. And that's, I gotta say, just, you know, just to go off topic a little bit, talking about insignificant, you know, the name Insignificant Nick came along. Actually, the first name I had was the Insignificant Atheist, and then I changed it because I was like, well, I'm not 17 anymore. So yeah, it turned into Insignificant Nick, and it really just came from you know, me being kind of nihilistic in high school, and just kind of saying, like, you know, how we're all so insignificant in this world, on this planet, you know, in this solar system, in this universe, all that stuff, and how we're all, yeah, we're just very insignificant people, you know, just swirling the drain, as George Carlin said or something. Anyway, so yeah, I got very deep in my mind in high school, but now, yeah, just Insignificant Nick. Thank you very much. And yeah, some people think I'm very significant, which is nuts. So yeah, thank you for, you know, the congrats, and yeah, thank you for saying it's well deserved. My goodness. And I will try to keep up the great work as well. And again, with the whole choice of music that I do, yeah, I really do try to, you know, make people happy and such. So thank you very much. Always good choices and song reactions, but one request. I'll hold the phone. Lost my place for a minute. All right. So, but one request: more rudimentary Penny. Or maybe it's Pina. I can't remember how you pronounce the name, but I remember this band, of course, Death Church Reactions. And yes, I remember reacting to that band once, and they were nuts. And so yeah, I have to listen to more, because I remember I got a comment that somebody said I reacted to the worst song on the album or something like that. So yeah, I'll have to definitely do more from them. And yeah, what I heard from them, I remember was it was different from what I've heard before. You know, just such vulgar music, I guess you would say. Just blew me away as well. Vulgar in a good way. I don't, you know, I'm not a freaking prude or whatever. Anyway, next comment. Well done, Nick. Love your channel and content. I came aboard around 1.6 subscriber mark. So my goodness, thank you for, you know, staying around. Thank you for, you know, coming aboard and, you know, staying around. Like I said, my goodness, thank you very much for, you know, the love and, watching, you know, reactions. My goodness, it's very appreciated. Next comment. Sheena is adorable. I like the fact that you react to more obscure music of my youth. Which again, that's what I said earlier. You know, people love to come back to songs they heard in their youth, and that's what I listen to mostly. It doesn't really matter if it's, you know, the biggest song at the moment or the biggest song of all time, whatever. I just listen to, you know, different bands, whatever. That's how it goes. And again, Sheena says thank you, even though she's out like a light right now, sleeping. But yeah, thank you very much for your comment. And again, you're a familiar name, so thank you very much for watching. Congratulations. I always enjoy your reactions. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy them. Thank you for the congratulations. Really appreciate it. My goodness. Next one, congratulations. I recently discovered your channel, and I really like how you react and the choice of songs you do. My question, have you ever thought about reacting to songs that have non-English lyrics? I have done a couple, maybe a few songs now. I remember I did Desireless, Voyage, and I did Måneskin, Coraline, which that was Italian. The other one was French. So yeah, I am open to that kind of stuff. Just, you know, whatever their requests are. But yeah, I have enjoyed, you know, Italian and French music. Again, I did graduate with a French immersion diploma. So I mean, I did French for, you know, all through school. So I do know French. But yeah, so yeah, I guess the answer is yes. So thank you for your kind words, and yeah, I'm interested in, you know, non-English lyrics. It doesn't always have to be English. Congratulations, Nick. Love your reactions and the way you do them. Again, appreciate that. Please, can you start doing Madonna reactions? I would love to see this, and so many others would as well. So Madonna reactions. My only, you know, I would just hope that they don't get blocked, because Madonna is so huge. So I don't know if, you know, if a react video would get blocked or whatever. But either way, yeah, Madonna. I've listened to a few Madonna songs, of course, but, you know, not too many. So, I mean, yeah, I'm very intrigued. Madonna, my goodness. I'll have to write her down as well. Madonna. Obviously, you know, an icon, but again, I have not listened to too much Madonna in my life. Congratulations. Really like your channel, man. Well, my goodness. Merci beaucoup. I'm glad that you like my channel so much. You know, that makes me happy, and really appreciate it again. My goodness. Thanks for watching. Somebody else said, good to see that you're at 3,000 subscribers. I look forward to the day that you attract advertising, but no product placement, please. Well, hopefully one day advertising comes through. But again, reaction channels, you know, you get so many copyright claims and all this stuff, so it's kind of hard to even make money or whatever. But someday advertising will come through, I guess. I don't know. I've gotten, you know, messages from YouTube. But yeah, yeah, thank you very much. I look forward to that day as well. And thank you for, you know, I always see you in the comments as well. So thank you very much for sticking around. My goodness. Moving on. I think there's, you know, a few comments left. Thanks, Nick. Really appreciate your work. Respect your work. My goodness. Congratulations. Hope you check out bands Martha and the Muffins. That's quite the band name. Echo Beach or Swimming. Great 80s Canadian band. Well, you have my attention. My goodness. And again, you are somebody else that I've seen in the comments a lot. So thank you very much for your support. And I thank you for the congratulations. And I will definitely have to check out those bands to see what they're all about. Echo Beach, you know, reminds me of Echo and the Bunnymen or something. But yeah, great Canadian 80s band. My goodness, I'm interested. I'll have to write these in my notes and finally get to them at some point. Congrats, mate. Thank you very much. Mate, my goodness, I just like the word mate. Sounds nice. Anyway, congrats, mate. Really appreciate it. Thank you for watching. My goodness. Somebody else said, have many bands / artists you've reacted to have you seen live? I feel like I can't talk. I've seen, well, with the pandemic going on and stuff, I haven't seen too many, you know, concerts recently, but I've seen, you know, well, just to go through bands I've seen, I guess, Mariana's Trench, I've seen twice, which they're a Canadian band, Canadian pop band, I guess you would say, and I've seen, hold on, sneeze was coming on. Anyway, I've seen Mariana's Trench. I've seen Jack White, and before who opened for them was Crown Lands, which are a Canadian band up and coming. But I like them as well. But yeah, Jack White, of course, was great. And then, I mean, from the channel, I mean, I would have to say, yeah, I've seen the Smashing Pumpkins live, but I really was going to the concert because Noel Gallagher and his High Flying Birds were there. But the Smashing Pumpkins being there, obviously, as well, was nuts to see live. And before, the opener for the whole show was AFI. AFI, if you don't know, I guess you would say like an emo band, whatever, from the mid 2000s. You know, think of somebody like My Chemical Romance, Panic at the Disco, that kind of thing. And yeah, it was a great show. AFI, and then Noel. And then Smashing Pumpkins. And I mean, just seeing, again, just seeing Noel live was nuts because I love Oasis so much. But seeing, Billy Corgan and James Iha and Jimmy Chamberlain as well. I love Jimmy Chamberlain. He's one of my favorite drummers. So that was just very nice to see. So yes, I would say, because I knew a couple Smashing Pumpkins songs, but, reacting to them through the channel really kind of, made me love them even more. So yeah, that's what I would have to say. And again, I see you in the comments a lot, and you are a subscriber as well. So thank you very much for your support, and I appreciate you very much. Next person, Felicitation / congratulations, Nick. So thank you very much as well. I really appreciate it, and the French as well, because again, I do know some French. I still remember some stuff. I mean, yeah, like I said, I took it my whole life. Good Lord. Congrats. Have you reviewed By the Time I Get to Wherever I'm Going by Morrissey? I have not, but again, I'm going to react. The plan is to react to basically all of Morrissey, so one day I should get there. And they did get a reply. I'll rate it 3.1 out of 10. So I guess this person's not a fan of the song. 3.1 out of 10. That's very, a very, particular rate. But anyway, I'll have to get to it someday and see what's going on. But yes, thank you for your comment. Thank you for watching, my goodness, and Morrissey Friday and such. It's been a while now. How about touching back on Harry Nilsson with Gotta Get Up or Jump Into the Fire? I remember listening to Harry Nilsson. I remember his voice was, sublime. So definitely would have to get back to Harry Nilsson at some point. And I will listen to Gotta Get Up or Jump Into the Fire. Yeah, so thanks for the comment. And yeah, Harry Nilsson. Like I said, I loved his voice, and I love that, his whole relationship with John Lennon and such. And then the last two questions there are, what else are you into besides music? Well, my goodness, there are a lot, I guess you would say. I mean, like I said earlier, hockey. I still love hockey so much. I'm a fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So, and if you know anything about the Toronto Maple Leafs, they make the playoffs. Recently, they've made the playoffs, I think, a lot of times in a row, but they don't get past the first round. So, they get made fun of and such. So it's hard to be a fan sometimes. But, yeah, I like the Leafs. And like I said, hockey, I got a bunch of autographs and such. I just grew up loving hockey. Besides music, obviously love music. I like wrestling, I guess. I used to watch wrestling, religiously, kind of a thing. Now I just kind of, keep up with it through podcasts or through, just updates online and such. I don't really watch it too much, on on TV now. Sometimes I'll watch pay-per-views, if it's like the Royal Rumble or something for WWE. Anyway, what else? I like ASMR. I love ASMR. Again, talking about, depression and anxiety and such. It does help me calm down. ASMR artists that come to mind. I mean, if I just want to say, the first one that really got me into ASMR was ASMR Darling. I thought she was great, and I still think she's great. Still like her. And the other people like Busy Bee ASMR comes to mind. Actually, I have her autograph because she was giving out autographs on her Etsy channel, so that's very nice. And also Prim ASMR. Who else? ASMR Ryan. Rose ASMR or ASMR Rose. I don't remember which comes first. Cherry Crush ASMR. There's so many ASMR channels I watch. I mean, my God. But yeah, Mamie ASMR. I think that's how you say her name. But anyway, yeah, just so many great channels that help me relax and such. So yeah, really enjoy ASMR. I guess that's another thing. What else is there? Hold the phone. And I mean, I guess I would just say, I like to watch, movies and TV shows and such, Recently, I've been really into The Sopranos. I've been watching a lot of YouTube clips of The Sopranos, people getting whacked and stuff and such. So yeah, I really enjoy that. And I would also say, guilty pleasure that, I just feel weird saying it because, I feel like you have to be a certain person or something. But I do like to watch NASCAR as well. I grew up with my dad watching NASCAR. And my favorite driver was Jimmy Johnson, but then he retired from NASCAR, and now he drives for IndyCar or something, I think. But yeah, I still do watch because, you know, I guess I'll always kind of be a fan. And now my favorite, I guess you would say, maybe like Joey Logano or something, something like that. Maybe Chase Elliott as well. But yeah, so I guess that's all that really comes to mind besides music. But I love music so much. But yeah, those are my other interests, I guess you would say. And then the last comment that I have here is the dog for sale. Let me know. Thanks. She's not for sale, Sheena Bug. Hold on, let me get the bug out here. She doesn't know, but she's famous, I think. But yeah, she's not for sale. Like I said, she's 12 years old. She doesn't have too much time left, do ya? Yes, you do. My goodness. But yeah, she's Sheena Bug. We call her the Bug as well. My dad came up with it, but that's what it is. And like I say, she's in, you know, she's in the room whenever I make a video. Usually sleeping, usually snoring. But she's not for sale. And I'll put her down now because she's like, what the heck's going on? But yeah, she's not for sale. So yeah, that's what I guess I'll let you know. I did let you know there. Anyway, you're welcome as well, because you said thanks. So yeah, you're welcome for letting you know. So yeah, love my dog. And I will also say, at the end of every video, I have a picture of my dog. It's not Sheena, it was Hershey. And Hershey died October of 2020. So that was hard, obviously. So then I just started putting his picture at the end of every video for 5 seconds or whatever. And because I thought it was a nice little tribute. So there's something else for you to chew on at the end of this. So anyway, yeah, I guess that's all I got to say. So thanks for all the comments. Thanks for all the, you know, support. Congratulations. I mean, my God, it's humbling again. And you know, just for somebody to say, you know, I help you with your depression, stuff like that. It's just like, my goodness, can't believe it. But yeah, I'm glad to help. So yeah, I guess that's all I gotta really say. Thanks for all the questions, the comments, the nice comments, and congratulations again. I'm repeating myself, but it's just so thoughtful. I mean, I appreciate it all. So yeah, thanks again for watching over, you know, and subscribing, my God, and liking the videos and yeah, commenting. Really appreciate all of it. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Hope you're doing well wherever you are. And yeah, I'll see all of y'all again in my next video.